Romance Friction was released in 2023. This is directed by Wendy Ord. It's written by Jon Bradfield, with a cast including Julie Roy, Brandon Santana, and various others. And I don't know how I feel about this, because I kind of hate the narrative. That's not to say it's not well written. I think they had a specific story to tell, and I think they told it well. But there are things that I personally did not enjoy, and I will expand on that. It's about a character called Leah who agrees to be the face of a novel when the real author doesn't want to be connected with the work. But can she pull it off, and will she find romance in the process? I don't love the narrative. As I said, it's not badly written, but speaking as a writer, I loathe the idea of somebody agreeing to this. And that means that immediately I did not like Leah because I did not agree with her decision. And that's not to say I have to agree with characters' decisions to like them, but this one is a pretty big deal. It's deceitful, it's insulting to actual writers, and I really did not like her at all, and I did not care for that part of the narrative. It just made me really irritated. And again, it's not the narrative that's badly written, it's just the concept of somebody pretending to be the face of a book when they're not. It's just horrible, and I hate it, and I hated thinking about it, because it does happen. We know it happens. Ghostwriters do exist. Now, when somebody is very clearly having a book that's ghostwritten, for example, if a celebrity writes a book and it's very well known that it was ghostwritten but their name is on it, I don't mind that too much because it's not deceitful. But when it's not clear and you do think the person you're looking at is the person who wrote the book, I hate it. So it made me think about things that I really don't like. And again, that's not to say the film is fully in support of this, but it's still making me think about uncomfortable things. So for me, it was just too much that I really do not agree with, so I couldn't really enjoy the story. But on top of that, I really don't like Leah as a character. Not just because of that, I just found her to be kind of irritating. So there just were too many elements that were working against my personal preferences here. But as a story, it's well written, the pacing is good, it's a well executed narrative. They wanted to tell this story, and I think they did a good job with it. So if you don't mind the concept, if you're not going to get irrationally, well, maybe it's not irrational because it is deceit. If you're not going to get irritated by the topic, maybe it's worth watching. Visually, really satisfying film, really good camera work. We have some really nice outdoor scenes that are particularly lovely. So it has a lot to offer. Visually it is stunning. The narrative does work well, and if you're not going to be annoyed by the general concept, then it could be a pleasant experience. The characters are well written, but I still don't think Leah is particularly likeable. Even if I take my bias out of the equation, I still found her to be quite annoying. It's not the best, but I am aware that there are things that annoy me personally that aren't the film's fault. Do I recommend it? Sure. If you're a writer, no, I'd say no. Unless you're not that bothered about this topic, then maybe give it a go. But in general, I'd say if you're a writer, you're probably going to find a lot of this and Leah to be quite annoying, quite irritating, quite frustrating. But if you're not that bothered, it's something you can take or leave, then sure, give it a go. Romantic Friction tells the story well, with some well-written characters and visual beauty. But for me personally, there were just too many elements that did not work for me. I really didn't like it.